2. Testing.
Test.
3, 4. Testing again. Alright.
Sounds pretty good. Cleanse the holy space.
All right, well.
Good evening.
Welcome.
Welcome.
This is the official inaugural.
Numero uno.
First one, DCGTV.
Loving it.
Live from Renton, Washington. And welcome and thank you for being here. My name's Kyle McCurdy.
I'm Charles Bressler.
And we're here from Dunce Games. We're the founders. I am the chief maitre d' of Dunce Games.
And I'm the head chef for all that entails.
Indeed. It's a big role. It's a lot of responsibility.
It's a lot of knives.
Yeah.
Actually.
It is. A lot of fancy knives.
A lot of fancy knives, sharp ones.
Weird names. And
watch out.
Important, specific purposes.
Yeah, exactly.
Indeed.
The pairing.
Yes. Each knife has a job. Well, welcome, ladies and gentlemen. This is the first show, and we're excited to be here. We thought we'd start with some introductions. I'll hand it over to you, my good friend.
Yeah, so Dunce Games is a company that we founded about 2.5 years ago. Spring of 2018.
Such a different world then.
I don't even remember.
My goodness, things were different.
I don't even remember. With the goal of producing and manufacturing our own games, which we have a couple here, Soup to Nuts, and our kids game Compatibility.
These are manufactured in Renton, Washington.
Made in the USA, baby.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sure.
If Renton counts.
If Renton counts.
If the Renton counts.
We haven't seceded yet.
Maybe someday we'll have Cascadia.
Yeah, maybe.
Please. Well, my name's Kyle McCurdy, and I am a father and a employee and a entrepreneur and a musician, and I am a game player.
Man, that checks a lot of boxes.
Right? Yeah. It's not easy, and I wear hats.
That's a nice hat, by the way.
Oh, thank you. It's from the Aran Islands of Ireland. Believe it or not. That's where it was purchased. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, it's been with me ever since.
Wow. Excellent.
Yeah, and this is kind of a new thing for us. We're diving into TV show, YouTube, vlog, video territory, which is new.
Because we like to talk as well as play games.
Yeah.
And we think what we actually talk about might be of interest to 2 or 3 of you out there.
Yeah, and if it's not, that's cool because it's fun to do.
Exactly.
We get to say that we're on a TV show on YouTube.
Yeah.
Which is, the bar is low these days, which is awesome.
Yeah, and I've always been fascinated by TV and radio.
Yeah.
Growing up, being around it, knowing people that worked in the industry, doing a lot of work at radio stations and at TV stations here locally, and also was involved with if you can believe this, back in the day they had what was called public access TV, where you could produce a show. You can't just grab a cell phone, make a video, and have a YouTube channel.
You had to go to the studio.
Like you do now. You had to go to the studio. Yeah. Big-ass cameras and lots of lights and all kinds of fun studio stuff. So I was involved in a little bit of that mid-late 90s.
Yeah.
Filming bands and stuff like that. I wish I got into it a little bit more, but, say love you.
I remember the movie, the UHF.
Weird Al.
Yeah. And that's kind of introduced me to that world. And I have vague memories. I grew up in Canada, in Saskatoon, Saskatchewan, and I have vague memories of doing a class field trip to a public access TV station and learning about camera 1, camera 2, and all the steps that go into making these shows and all the technology you need, and just being fascinated by it. It was so cool. And the cameras were giant. They were like bazookas that you would carry on your should.
Right.
It was wild.
Yeah. Amazing stuff, and the huge rooms that they had for all the switching and all the the production stuff is just fascinating. But now it's all on an iPhone.
Right.
You got a complete studio right there, from music to video to whatever you need.
And you talk about doing something on a budget these days. Like, we decided we wanted to do this, and we've been talking about it and playing with the idea. We've probably spent less than $200 to get this all set up.
Yeah.
And we got these
You're
fancy
welcome.
mics. Yeah, absolutely, you're welcome. We got this little board. We got all sorts of things. We might even have different video angles. And this is going to get better as it goes. It's a little bit of...
it's a learning progress.
Yeah, we're kind of like building the wireframe of a car, rolling it down a hill, and then trying to learn how to steer it and make it pretty on the way.
Did we put brakes in it?
I don't know yet.
Probably not.
Yeah, but we'll need those eventually. So
Eventually.
you get to be on a front row ride with us as we build this extravaganza.
Yeah, definitely. And there's a lot more that we hope to do. We hope to get out and about some other areas. We hope to bring guests in studio, pandemic permitting.
Yeah.
We hope to have some other segments out and about, doing some cooking stuff, maybe touring some game stores, interviewing cool people. So we'll see how it goes.
Totally, and we're just a couple of regular guys. We got kids, we got jobs, we got responsibilities, and we want to bring you in on that. And you know what we're dealing with, I'm sure, is what you're dealing with to some degree, and talking about those stories and sharing the struggles and joys and epiphanies and enemies of life.
And if you're not dealing with it, we want to know where you live.
Yes. We want to know your experiences in 2020, which has been a hell of a year. And we're not even in, I guess school just started. So
School, first day of school, yeah. We'll talk about that a little bit later, I think.
Indeed.
Yeah.
What else do we want to do with the show? We were talking about doing game reviews because we're a board game company and we both love board games. And so you can expect a review of a game that we like, and we're going to be setting up games and playing them, as we normally do, and giving you updates on the games as they progress and sharing what we like, what we don't like about those games, so you can have some pre-knowledge.
Yeah, and it's not just that we're board game lovers and players, but we're also into the manufacturing, so we're looking at all the details. We're looking at the card quality, the miniatures quality, the rules, the action, all that good stuff.
Gameplay, indeed. And just, it's really across boards. Like, we like party games, we like strategy games, we like European games. I do.
Okay.
Yeah. We like American games. We like American games. Lots of dice, lots of chance.
Yeah.
Really, any game. There's not a board game that I've encountered that I didn't have a desire to play. Even if I see some game that has a $300 price tag and a whole bunch of little pieces, I want to play it.
Yeah.
If I see somebody tell me about if I hear somebody tell me about a new game they made up with dice, I want to play it. I want to try these games.
And I think we're, being here in Renton, I think we're in kind of a great hub of board gaming. We've got, Wizards of the Coast here in Renton.
Yeah.
We've got us, Dunce Games, right here in Renton.
Games represent.
There's was a Flying Frog.
It's
close by.
Yep.
There are lots of cons. This is a big con area.
Puget Sound, Seattle.
Puget Sound, a lot of gaming conventions, all kinds of stuff. So we're in a great.
Well, we got Xbox too. If we're getting out of board games, we got Microsoft. We got Twitch, the Amazon-owned company that does the streaming. Which maybe these will be on Twitch someday. If you're
lucky.
Yeah. And we're excited to do this show. We're excited to put these out on YouTube and our website and
see what happens.
Yeah, our goal is to do them weekly.
Hopefully you enjoy it.
Yeah, maybe you don't, and if you don't, that's okay. Any press is good press, right?
No skin off our nose.
Yeah, if you don't like it, blast us. Tell us why. We want to hear from you.
We want to hear all the evil things you want to do to us.
And if you do like it, just be quiet. We don't want to hear from you. I'm just kidding.
Just kidding. We want to know that too.
Give us a subscribe and a comment or something.
So, folks, we're going to take a quick little break. Enjoy this little video, and we will be back with more. And we're back.
We are back.
Thanks for sticking with us.
Yeah, segment 2. And what day is it? What are we doing here?
Today is Wednesday, September 2nd.
September 2nd, 2020.
2020.
2020.
Still 2020.
Hey,
For the life of us, we can't get out of this.
no kidding. I'm worried about what's coming up in October.
Yeah.
Who knows?
Yeah. I mean, the murder hornets weren't too bad.
Nope.
But yeah, I mean, what is it going to be? Godzilla?
Right.
We think
Wildfires are pretty bad right now, right?
Yeah, wildfires are bad.
People
That might be an
evacuating.
August thing.
People evacuating big cities like crazy. I keep hearing about everybody running away from Los Angeles and New York.
Yeah, black helicopters.
Black helicopter people. They're coming. Careful.
Watch out. They're watching you.
Ah.
Yeah, for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so in this segment, when we come back, we want to kick off with a little bit of current events, kind of
Yep.
just talk about what's going on in the world and what we've noticed. A little news, a little politics maybe.
Yeah.
Not too much politics because we don't want to turn anybody off.
Yeah, we can share. We think that part of what's going to get us viewers is being controversial.
Oh,
Yeah.
are you the controversial one or am I?
I guess we'll
good
find
cop,
out.
bad cop.
Yeah.
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
It's all good. We both probably have controversial views in one way or another.
Indeed. And we're both allowed to be a little jaded, a little nihilistic, and also care too much. We're allowed to do all those things because
Yes.
we're humans.
Yep. Indeed.
Indeed.
So what's going on? What's going on in your world? What have you discovered? I know it's first day of school.
First day of school, and it's all online, which was crazy. I didn't mention this in the
pandemic.
intro. I have 2 daughters. One is 14 and just entering high school. One is 9 and going to the 4th grade. And my 14-year-old started high school today and was very nervous.
Big step.
Yeah. But her teachers did a good job. And I've been emailing with them, and she engaged with the class as well, and it seemed like she had a good experience.
Yeah, I've got a 10-year-old. Same thing, 5th grade.
Mm-hmm.
Last day of elementary school, or last year of elementary school, I should say.
Yeah. Middle
And we'll
school
see what
does.
happens. Again, yeah, she had a good experience. Good engagement by the teacher. There's a bunch of kids in the class. They split it into 2 groups, morning and evening, or morning and afternoon. And there's some kids in her group that are a little unfocused, a little loud, a little talkative.
Were they all on video with all
They're
the
all-
kids?
they're all on
they
the
have
Zoom.
to be? Or get the...
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're all on video, so the teacher can kind of see what's happening.
Okay.
Keep her eye on them.
By grade.
Yeah.
My oldest in high school, 9th grade, didn't have to turn her video on if she didn't want. She was very nervous about it. So she was like
Interesting.
doing her makeup and trying to get all prissed up for school.
Okay.
And then she didn't end up turning her video on until French class.
Oh.
She really liked her French teacher.
Ooh la la.
Yes. So she was very happy to turn that on then and said that it was a good moment. Like she went through the nervousness of not turning on her camera and being scared.
Right.
And then by the afternoon she felt comfortable and had her camera on for the
Okay.
last 2 classes. So
All right,
it's
so
good.
maybe the rest of the year will be downhill from there.
We also are on the cusp of a giant election, the 2020 election.
Oh my goodness!
2 candidates that are
It's hard
over
not to
70.
bring that up. Yeah, 2 candidates, boomer generation,
Boomers.
getting way up there.
You know my favorite. This is off topic, and I'm sorry to
That's okay.
be jarring, but my favorite
There's
nickname.
no topic off topic.
We'll get my favorite nickname for COVID-19 is the Boomer Remover.
Oh, I've heard that before.
Yeah.
You know, you're going straight to hell, not
Yeah.
pass and go, and not collecting the $200.
That's all right. They have better musicians in hell. I'm sure I'll.
Don't call, don't write. We won't respond anyway.
Yeah, I personally don't like either candidate. However, I have never been more embarrassed I'm a Canadian American. I'm a dual citizen.
That's true.
I've never been more embarrassed by a leader than by Mr. Donald Trump. So
Yeah.
there's not a realm that I would. Well, maybe there's another dimension that version of Kyle may vote for Trump, but I am not close to that conversion of
Yeah,
Kyle.
no, I'm so far removed. I was removed
Yeah.
last time. Some of the stuff that was coming out of his mouth, and then just over the last 4 years, being a witness is I'm a political scientist. That's what I got my degree in, and I'm just beside myself looking at the traditions and the norms of our American political system.
Our history.
There's a lot of bad stuff in our political system that needs to be addressed, but it's not happening, and it's definitely not happening with this administration.
Well, it's getting worse, right? Like we have this great promise as a country, and in the past, there's been a lot of champions that have said the American promise is beautiful, but it's not being delivered to all the people in it.
It's not.
Yeah.
So the biggest indication of this is how far the economic disparity between the haves and the have-nots has gotten in the last 30 years. That is just, and that's both sides of the spectrum, left, right, Democrat, Republican, blue, red, whatever you want to call it.
Hey, do you want to hear who the 12th richest person in the world is?
Oh.
The first richest person's ex-wife.
That's right, Jeff Bezos' wife. Yeah. Is she now considered the richest woman in the world? Is that how it is? Okay.
The richest woman and the 12th richest person.
Break that glass ceiling.
Yeah.
Yeah. She was there from the beginning, I think.
She was very involved. Yeah. She was very involved from working in their garage in Bellevue to put that company together.
So I'm a little surprised she didn't get more. Not that she needs any more, not that Jeff Bezos needs any more, God. Just billionaires. We did a little calculation that $1 billion could feed 4.8 million children for an entire year.
4.8 million
children. And we're not talking, we're not talking Big Macs.
You're talking like breakfast, lunch, and dinner? Like
talking breakfast,
full
lunch, and
deal?
dinner. And this is just healthy, cheap meals. It's probably chicken and rice and vegetables for dinner and whatever. I didn't do the study on that, but 4.8 million children for a year.
Wow.
And these guys have upwards of $76 million billion dollars. Sorry, billion dollars.
Yeah, those numbers.
So it's a little nuts for me to think about. I'm not a Bernie Sanders leaning AOC break it all up and take all their money and divide it up amongst others, but there is a point that you have to say enough is enough.
Well, and there's the facts of history too, that in the post World War II era, when taxes were at 80-90% for the richest Americans, it ushered in the biggest boom in American economic history, where everybody was increasing their standard of living.
Corporate taxes back then, this is a big one. Corporate taxes back then were like 40%. 40%. Now they're negative. Now they're like 20%.
And there's a loophole for every major corporation.
How much taxes did Amazon pay in the last few years?
Amazon probably got a refund check.
Exactly. A big refund check.
Yeah.
And it's not just Amazon. I don't want to pick on Amazon because they employ a ton of people. But, all these major corporations.
Charles, I'm getting irritated talking about this. I think we need a drink.
Oh, and that's our next segment. So This is a nice segue. One of the things we like to do is try a new drink or whiskey, mostly whiskey, every week and share it with you. So,
indeed. And this one has a famous human trafficker.
Oh, good. Good.
And a founding father. I know that's a weird
Which one is
place. Jefferson.
Oh, Thomas Jefferson.
Our friend Thomas
favorite.
Jefferson.
My favorite.
Also the founder of a new form of government, an experiment in politics that has actually treated the world incredibly well.
Indeed.
And he had slaves, and we got to call both those things out, I feel like.
Yeah, and it's okay to say both, because that was the era, and what they did back then, some of the stuff was wrong.
You want to hear a funny thing I heard on that? Yeah, I am totally a bro, and then I listened to the Joe Rogan podcast about it, and there was he had a guest, Duncan Trussell, who was saying, we shouldn't take down the statues of these former slave owners that are founding fathers and heroes in our history. We should leave their statues up and just surround them by statues of slaves, of the number of slaves they had.
I'm okay.
Anyway, that's inappropriate. See, we're getting into that controversial stuff.
Yeah.
It's going to get us in trouble. All right, so we're going to try. We're going to try the Jefferson Small Batch blend of straight bourbon whiskeys from Kentucky. It's a beautiful bottle. It has a picture of Jefferson on the back.
Very nice.
All right. It's a nice color, nice cinnamony multicolor. What do we think?
It's got a good nose.
We're going to decide if we sponsor Jefferson's whiskey after we taste it. Reverse sponsor.
That's pretty good.
Oh, that is nice.
That is everything a Kentucky bourbon should be.
Yeah, that is good. It's caramelly and sweet, and also not too sweet.
Can you see that color?
It is good. It is a good whiskey. I'm a fan. Thank you, Jefferson from Kentucky.
Jefferson, you're the man.
Jefferson, he was from Virginia, right?
He was a Virginia
guy, yeah. I wonder how he'd feel about having this likeness on a Kentucky bourbon. Well, did Kentucky exist then? Wait a second. I'm a history subject. Never mind. Never mind.
I'm not sure. We're going to research that and get back to you next week.
I don't think Kentucky was a one of the original 12.
I don't think so. All right, very good. We're going to take another break.
All right.
And we're going to come back with even more. So stay tuned, and we hope you are enjoying so far.
Absolutely.
DCGTV.
DCGTV. All right, welcome back. In this section, I'm going to interview my daughter, who's over here barely holding it together, because she just started the 9th grade. So what was it like to start high school as an online-only student?
Scary.
Scary?
Yeah.
What does that mean to you?
I don't know.
Why was it scary? Was it like dragons or snakes?
Dragons or snakes? It was like him scary. Saul was scary. Like he tall and like...
Who's Saul?
My friend.
The people at home can't see your friend.
Oh yeah. Does.
How is he scary? How is he scary?
Because he's very tall.
Oh. So what was it like though? You had 6 different teachers? Six different teachers? 5. And your schedule is 9 to 3 with a 1-hour lunch. What was that like? How was it to log into Zoom or Canvas? What the program you're using?
It was easy.
Yeah? Did you show your face to the people?
No. Once.
Once?
Twice.
Yeah? Do you wish you could be in the halls of high school?
Yeah.
Have a locker?
No.
And sports in the fall and stuff?
Yes.
Yeah? Well, see, I'm asking you these questions because this is the first generation of kids to ever start school 100% online. And I have a kid who started school 100% online. So what do you think?
I think I'm cool.
Do you want to go back?
Can I ask a question?
Yes, question from the audience.
So, which Breakfast Club character are you?
Ooh.
Oh, I actually took a quiz on this.
Did you?
I'm the emo kid mixed with the nerd kid.
The emo kid mixed with the nerd
Yeah.
kid?
Nice. She's the Anthony Michael Hall,
Yeah.
Ali Sheedy character.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
One of the things I love about my daughter that I think is something I brag about a little bit is your love for 80s movie stars. Guys. She happens to find 80s movie star guys very attractive. Who's your favorite?
Leonardo DiCaprio.
Leo? Is he an 80s star? I don't know if he's an 80s star.
Titanic.
I know...
That was like 98.
Yeah, 98.
Oh, then Christian Slater.
Ooh, that's a good one. What about...
Or River Phoenix.
Oh, yeah, keep it coming.
Oh, Ethan, what's his face?
Ethan Hawke? He's more 90s, I think. Is he 80s?
No, he's 80s.
He's 80s?
Oh,
All
he's
right.
attractive.
What about Emilio Estevez?
Yeah, but everybody keeps telling me he looks like Keegan, so no.
Charlie Sheen?
Yeah.
Yeah?
No, who's what?
Charlie Sheen.
Who's that?
Never mind. Who else?
Tiger Blood.
So, what do you like about the
blonde
80s?
guy in Dead Poet Society.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know who he was, but he had glasses and he's been
All
tired
right.
of
We watched that movie together recently, and it was a bit of a mind-blowing experience for my daughter, The Dead Poet Society. Carpe diem. Captain, my captain. Okay.
It's Oh Captain, my captain.
All those guys are really old now, like me.
I know.
So, what's your favorite 80s movie?
Sorry. Dead Poet Society or Titanic.
Those are 90s movies.
Sorry. Dead Poet Society is 90s?
I think so.
Yeah,
Alright.
maybe 89.
You can fact check us. You can fact check. Mighty Ducks?
No.
That might have been 90s too.
That might have been 90s.
Young Guns?
I don't even know what that is.
Okay. Well,
Oh, I like Stand By Me.
that's a good one. We've gotten off topic though. So, before you say goodbye to the people, what would you like future generations of kids to know about what it's like to do school only online
Don't
as
cough
an
on
incoming
people.
Frenchman? What?
Frenchman.
Freshman. Freshman.
Incoming Frenchman. Oh, talk.
Talk?
Don't be socially awkward.
Don't be socially awkward and talk. That is your advice. Good night. Welcome back to DCGTV.
Thanks for staying with us.
Indeed, if you're here this long,
Good.
then we're a fan of you.
Do a little
You're not-
cleanup after that kid was all over this microphone.
COVID.
I don't know where they've been.
COVID
They don't wear masks and
transmission.
stuff.
Nope. Not at all. So we were thinking about talking about our company for a minute.
Yeah.
2.5 years old.
Always happy to talk about it.
Yeah. We had a launch party at a theater.
That was cool.
That was amazing. And we have
Too
some
long ago.
It was too long ago. We need to do some more. We had some good traction with stores in the area too. We had 3 board game shops stocking our products.
Yep.
And we had some good stuff going. And then,
Some others that wanted to stock it.
yep, and then COVID.
COVID.
Damn. Ruining everybody's plans in 2020.
Man.
Just like a firecracker.
Dynamite.
That doesn't make sense. Yeah. But we have some ideas. We're going to move stuff forward, and we're reinvigorating the company. This show's part of it.
Yes.
Um,
Part of the 12-step plan.
yeah, yeah.
I don't know that we have 12 steps, but at least it's part of the plan.
We have at least 2 steps.
2 steps is a good start.
Produce games and sell them. And we're working on the inter steps between those 2 things.
Exactly.
Yeah. But part of what we're doing is revamping Soup to Nuts,
Yeah.
which is our first game.
Which we're very excited about.
We have 14 5-star reviews on Amazon.
You know, so many.
They just
I
keep coming
lost
in.
track.
We can't keep track. It's just so many 5-star
so many
reviews.
5-star
Yeah.
reviews. I don't know.
We
Yeah,
lose
about
count.
12 or 18, somewhere in there.
Yeah, something like that. Yep.
Yeah. We could use some more, so if you're on Amazon, feel free.
Yeah. Yes. But V2, Soup to Nuts V2. This right here is Soup to Nuts V1, and we've learned a lot in the process.
Yeah.
And sometimes you gotta distill a product into something even more potent.
Yeah, so we're going smaller and leaner, which will allow us to do a couple of things. It'll allow us to heighten the quality very well. And it will also allow us less expensive production costs.
Yep.
Which in turn means less price to you guys.
Indeed. Lower the price point, increase sales, and we'll be able to put this game in front of more people.
Yeah.
Which is wonderful. And if you don't know about Soup to Nuts and you're watching this, go to duncecapgames.com and
Or
check it out.
SoupToNutsGame.com.
SoupToNutsGame.com, indeed.
Yeah.
And you can get some sample questions, sample rule book. It's a very fun game. Inappropriate to the point that you might not want to play it with your grandma if she's very conservative. However, if somebody in your family is down to play Cards Against Humanity, Soup to Nuts is going to be a wonderful addition.
Right up your alley.
Yes.
Yeah.
You're going to want that on your shelf. Or
Yeah,
in your
and
kitchen
so
table.
Soup to Nuts, we've got 6 courses for the game. Each course is different, and everything from charades to Mad Libs to some awful trivia,
Bit of FMK.
little
We're not
FMK.
going to tell you what that means.
Look it up.
Yep.
Would you rather? And then, of course, we finish the game with a nuts question, which is a funny philosophical question that you have to answer to the best of your ability.
Yes. And we are going to open one in front of you tonight and ask each other questions.
Oh,
Before we do, though, we're going to talk a little bit about compatibility, which is the other game. Pardon me while I ask daughter, could you grab me the Soup to Nuts game on top of my stereo in the office? Thank you, daughter.
thank you. It's great to have free production assistants.
Indeed.
Interns.
Yes.
They call them interns.
Indeed. The other game that we have on the market is Compatibility, which is a pet matching game. So the idea is you want to get 5 pets that all get along. Thank you, daughter. And you want to be able to put them in your home. And most of the pets don't get along with each other. However, you can tell by the cards who gets along with who.
Right.
And there's some some pets that get along with everyone, like turtles. However, they're not worth any points.
Yeah, so the goal is that the harder a pet is to match, the more points you get.
Indeed. And this game has been very popular with kids of all ages. It's a very fun and unique game, and we're putting out a call because we're about to make a second version. I almost burped in the microphone.
V2. Don't do
Yeah, okay. I'm not going to do that. So we want your pets. Do you have a pet that's alive or was recently living that you can send us a personality and a picture?
Recently living?
Yes.
If you want a remembrance.
By recently,
of
I mean
Sparky.
in the past 2 decades.
Poor Sparky.
Yeah. If you can send us a color picture of your pet, it is current enough. And we want to know about your pet and its personality, and we will include this pet in the new printing of the game. We have 54 pets to include in the deck. So, V2 of compatibility will not actually be V2, it'll be an expansion pack.
Expansion pack,
Expansion
yeah.
pack. New pets.
Yep.
New pets. Alright, so right now we're going to unbox Soup to Nuts right here.
Pop that can.
We're going to pop this can, and we're going to ask each other a question. If we have time. Do we have time? Or should we take a commercial break?
No, we're good.
We're good? Alright.
Ugh. It's like Pringles.
What do you get? What do you get? Oh my goodness, it's a lot of
Sweet
stuff.
sour.
Look at that, it's an army man. And a sticker. Oh my goodness. Okay. I'm going to do this right next to the mic for the ASMR fans.
Totally another part of the business we should get into.
Yeah, right? Alright, we're going to shuffle it up a little bit. This is Soup to Nuts. You get how many cards? 108 cards?
Right now you do.
Yeah.
Version 2 will probably half that, but we'll distill it down to the very best
The
question.
very best. Alright, Charles, do you want to be asked a question or do you want to ask a question?
Oh, hit me up.
Hit you up?
Are we doing nuts questions?
Nuts questions. Do you want to cut it or should I just get
No,
for
just
it?
grab one.
That was loud. Sorry. I agreed not to hit the table. Charles,
Yes.
what should the goal of humanity be? And do you truly believe your own BS?
Well, let me answer the second part first. No, I don't believe my own BS because I'm full of it. Sometimes I do.
Confidence.
Sometimes I do. What should the goal of humanity be? It should be peace, love, harmony,
You sound like a hippie.
sparkles.
You hippie?
No, not today.
Sparkles. Wait, Sparkles isn't hippie.
Sparkles isn't heavy.
No.
Tie-dye.
Tie-dye. Patchouli? Sorry.
Patchouli.
I couldn't get that word
You
out
can
of
get
my mouth.
that out. Yeah, I mean, living in harmony, man. Treating each other with respect. That should
Yeah.
be what it is.
All right.
All right. thumbs up.
Unfortunately, you don't believe it.
Who says I don't believe it?
You said you don't believe it. All right. Hit me, Charles. Give me a nuts.
All right. I'm going to need you to hand me a card, please.
Slide them over to you. I'm ready to earn points.
All right. This is a tough one, ladies and gentlemen. Kyle,
Yes.
is it more frightening to discover that humans are the most advanced species in the universe, or that we are far from being the most advanced species in the universe?
Holy crap. That is very philosophical. Well, it's not actually at all philosophical. It's just a question that makes you question meaning, right? If we are the most advanced thing in the galaxy of the universe, that's really scary.
That is.
If we're not, that's also really scary.
So what would you rather have? I mean, you know.
Yeah. You know, I would rather us not be the most advanced. I hope maybe some benevolent species of creatures from Alpha Centauri will come down and say, hey, humans.
Like the Vulcans will come down
Yeah.
after we discover warp drive or something,
Exactly.
and they'll
Like-
teach us how to farm better.
Or we've been like some experiment this whole time that was just designed to mine gold for
See,
some
that's what
superior
I
race.
believe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're like, hey, look at those monkeys. If we gave them some of this DNA, they'd be really useful. We could turn them into stuff. And then they develop nuclear bombs.
Damn it, we gotta start over.
Yeah. So both options are very scary, but I would like there to be a more intelligent species in the universe or creature.
A benevolent.
Benevolent, yeah, or malevolent. You know, what are you gonna do? It's, maybe we will all get turned into sardine cans, and it'll be like the Matrix, and we'll be batteries
You know?
powering some half sentient sort of cyber life form. I don't know. But honestly, that is less scary to me than the concept that we are the most intelligent creatures in the universe. Because we are not. We're like a bunch of chimps running around with AK-47s and it's
Barely chimps.
very scary.
Yeah.
And so I hope there's something smarter than us. And maybe it's over here on Earth. I don't know. But
Maybe.
yeah. Anyway, that's it.
Dolphins. I think they're the
Yeah.
better ones. Anyway.
That's our company update. I hope
You're
you
welcome.
liked it.
All right, we're gonna take another break.
Yep.
And then we're gonna come back and we're gonna do more of this.
Bye, soup to nuts. Welcome to Philosophers Corner. My name's Kyle McCurdy and I'm a philosopher. I want you to think about the ideas that you hold most dear, the positions that are the most important to you, that define you as a human. Is there information you could learn that would challenge those ideas and change your mind? If the answer is no, you're stuck in ideology, and you are not a critical thinker, my friend. So challenge your ideas, learn new information, be a philosopher. This is Philosophers Corner, episode 1.0. I'll see you next time.
And ladies and gentlemen, that is our show for this week.
Number one.
Number one in the books.
Done.
Is done,
The
son.
inaugural show. And, you know, we're making this up as we go along to a certain degree, and so we're always looking for feedback, and we're always looking to improve this show. So you can expect this to be something that either gets better or worse.
What the hell, man? This is the best they've ever seen. So
It probably is, you know. It may not even ever get better than this. This might be the peak.
it may not. This might be. This we might have peaked right here.
Yeah,
number
show one.
Yeah. Show number one.
Episode 1.
That's it.
Indeed.
All right.
Yeah, well, and you know, I'm going to be camping this weekend. It's Labor Day weekend.
Good. I hope you get some good footage out there.
Thank you, I will. And I'll be sure to share it with the kind people of YouTube.
Yeah.
And, you know, thank you for watching. My name is Kyle McCurdy.
And I'm not.
Good night.
Next week.